Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst Podcast. How y'all doing? It's just the same old stuff. I had a 4-day week. So if you see another video of me like this, the episode I was talking about the Hulk, 2003, I did a casual enjoy on that. Uh, I did that episode during this 4-day week as well, 4-day weekend as well. I thought I was going to enjoy it. I planned it ahead of time. I saw it, and I called off a day to make it like a 4.5 day weekend. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm finna get all this done. I'm finna write all this and finish all this work. You know how the goal setting is, and you don't get it done because other stuff pops up. Um, this 4-day weekend just flew by. I gotta go to work in like 12 hours. I gotta go to work in 12 hours, and I feel like I ain't doing anything, even though people who following it, I finished up the prologue. I finished up the rough draft for chapter 6, which is the last of this little volume, and the prologue. The rough for that is on notebook, and I'm trying to type it up now. Which, if you pro tip, if you're really bad at writing, like just not being able to stay focused, and you can't type up a bunch of stuff at the same time, it takes fucking forever, even though all you gotta do is just look and type and shit like that. Um, voice typing on Google Docs, that is a godsend. That is a godsend, man. I was able to write like 10 pages in like 15 minutes because of that. All you got to say is comma for commas, space for space. You just keep your finger on the enter, because I don't know how to like do a line break with voice typing or whatever. So here they go. Anyway, voice typing is a godsend. I wish I had the focus. I would have been had my book written forever ago if I knew about voice typing. Um, but I did the rough draft. I recorded now. Then this is the second episode in a week. I recorded this one and video. Um, what else did I do? I bought myself. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna. Of course, it pops up now. I bought a PS3 for my birthday. Got me some Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, BioShock 2, Deus Ex, and Dead Space 1. Uh, I got it from like a little third party video game exchange. That's the name of it. Game exchange. I expected Dead Space to be cheaper because everything else was Fallout, which is great games. Great game. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I got that for $7. I got Deus Ex. I think that's for $6. What else I say? BioShock 2. BioShock 2. I think that was $7. But Dead Space, that was $15, man. I almost didn't get it, but the girlfriend took care of that for me for my birthday. I appreciate that. Um, but the library, man, I don't look. The PS3 library, the whole PS3 itself is just not being, uh, the love for it is not being shown by Sony at all. Yeah, they did reverse their decision to like not close the PlayStation store for PS3 and PS Vita. They closed it for PSP because fuck that. Uh, uh, but they chose not to close it for the Vita and the PlayStation 3 because of the backlash. They was like, all right, we'll keep it, but we're gonna keep it on like dial up because I don't know if it was always this slow. I don't remember it being things being this slow. It was everything takes time. Everything takes time. It's you download stuff. Okay, I give that. That's whatever. But it takes forever to install what you downloaded. It takes almost twice as about the same amount of time it took to download the game to install it. Del- deleting it, deleting the data takes just as long. It's like, look, okay, what happened? Because I ended up getting like the skinny PS3. It's like the latest model before they went over to PS4, right? The one that opened up the slide open and so like that. Um, I got that one, so it was cheap. But I mean, it's no storage on it. It's no storage on it. It's like 16 gigabyte, which is like one game. Uh, I'm not even bullshitting. Cause the first game I played was Fallout 3, and after fucking 23 hours of downloading and installing updates for the PS3 and the damn game, I was finally able to play just to find out that the CD was scratchy enough to where uh, I can only make it to Megaton. I know people who don't know the game. I'm losing you. I know. I'm sorry, but it's like an hour into the game. It's like the first city you go to that you can go to for the story. Go there and then the CD starts skipping whatever, right? Uh, I can't even listen to the radio on the Pip Boy. That's how bad it is. All that damn download just to have to uh delete it delete it all because I was like, okay, instead I'm gonna play New Vegas instead because um, I know that one don't got no scratches on it. But I couldn't play it. I didn't have enough room. I didn't have room, so I had to go delete Fallout 3, right? And that shit, just deleting it. Like, imagine people who still listening, who don't understand what I'm talking about. Imagine deleting like Facebook off your phone, the app, like deleting that. You hit delete, and then it takes literally 10 minutes for that thing to move for the next screen to pop up. That's how long it took. Like, just throw it away. Why are we going through this whole rigmarole? Why does it take so goddamn long? Just turn this shit off. Just delete it. I don't know. So they put I don't know, they just put the whole server on like the slowest setting just so they don't have to pay for it that much. None of my friends are on there. None of my old friends, they all upgraded. Uh damn man, this it's a classic though. Like unfortunately because it's stuck on like it was the generation of consoles that was like online, semi online. So it's gonna be kind of hard to like just play the game unless you just disconnected to just play the games for the games itself. It's not like a PS2 where just buy a game and that's it. There you go, boom. uh, PS2 is a classic too, but I don't know. I think I got a closer connection to PS3 because that's the first one I bought with my own money and made a bunch of friends online with, and I don't know. But yeah, so I got that. I'm actually finna go play it right after I get done recording. I said I wasn't gonna record more than 30 minutes. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Okay, I wrote this down too. Um, Random memory of the first time I was playing a PS3. I remember because I was always go to my cousin's house. My cousin on my dad's side, right? Uh, Junior, that was his name. Every weekend, go over to his house because he had a PS3. I'll play the fucking shit out of that Call of Duty. He was always at work, but he was like one of those dudes. I don't know if he was at work or he was at work. Wink. He like, you know what I mean? I don't, so he was always gone. So I was just there, just playing the shit out of his PS3. Giving him, I know his trophies are up because of me. Um, but I remember playing his PS3. If I wasn't playing Call of Duty, um, the PS3 has an internet browser function, right? Not the best, but it was like super revolutionary for like the time that it came out, right? Um, that made me want to play PlayStation Home, whatever. They had an internet browser, kind of just like your laptop or whatever. Um, I would go watch twerk videos. I would watch twerk videos on YouTube on it, right? I would watch twerk videos or porn on his PlayStation internet. And the only thing that was hard about it because one thing I had to not only learn how to exit out of it fast because like I said earlier, it was a little bit faster back then, but like it was still a little bit slow. So I had to figure out the fastest way to exit out of the browser. The fastest way to exit out the browser and go back to like playing a game or doing something that it looked like I was busy or like reading a message or whatever. Um, but also because I wasn't 100% sure if he was actually using the internet browser because he was a little bit older. I think he was in his 30s when how old was I? I was like 15, right? 14, 15 years old. He was in his 30s, so I'm not really sure if he knew how to use that function. So I had to learn how to like delete the browser history, delete the browser history on the PlayStation internet, or figure out how I figured how to do it. It's like I said, it's been like 15 years. Uh, Somehow have it like a private browser for that. So I did all of that, and no one would check on me because I was always the quiet kid who played games all day, and that was it. Um, so it's just a weird random memory thinking about the PlayStation. I think that's why I have such a that's why I think the PS3 is one of the greatest consoles ever because you could do everything. That was like the beginning. Like you could do everything. Internet browser, you download music, you listen to watch movies, listen to music. Uh, Closer to the end of the cycle of the PS3, that's when they added Spotify and all this extra stuff. But by the time then, PS4 was coming out and everybody was moving on. Um, but yeah, man, good times. So I'm glad I got it back for super cheap and it works. Uh, I remember having I sold mine because it got really loud all of a sudden. It's just like one day, just I was like, all right, I gotta get rid of this motherfucker. Cleaned it off, cleaned it out, and fixed it just enough to sell it to somebody on Craigslist, and haven't turned back since. Yeah. So I think going back to the whole not feeling productive thing, like I feel like I did a lot. I did a lot, but at the same time, I can't tell my mind that. It's for some reason it keeps telling me, "Oh, you're not productive enough." Like even though this is the second episode that I'm recording in 2 days for this week. Even though I'm not posting it this week, I'm still recording it to like fill that void, right? I kind of figured out why. Right. Um, I was watching this video. Let me see. Let me get his name actually. Open, please. Thank you. What is the name? It is the name of the YouTube video is stop. It's called Why Gifted Kids Are Actually Special Needs. It's from a YouTube channel called Healthy Gamer GG. Healthy Gamer GG. You can check that out. Link in the description of wherever I post this, whatever. Just check it out. Um, and basically, you can go watch it yourself because he does a really better job of like explaining it on a more technical level. But like basically, he was saying like, you know how like your parents, if you were one of these people, right, or you've been friends with somebody who's like this, and their parents would tell their kid, or the teachers would tell the kid, "Hey, you're gifted. You're gifted," and that will put something with that child to like think like, "Hey, yeah, I'm smart." Because with me, I've been told that because of really minute things, man. Because I remember my mom, she would hold on to like the smallest fucking shit, right? She held on to me making straight A's in the fourth grade. She held that above my head all the way up into high school, like damn near junior year. She was still like, I remember you made straight A's in fourth grade. I'm like, Mom, that was 30 years ago. Leave me alone. Like, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Like, so they'll put you on this pedestal of like being when they say you gifted. So low key, you'll think, oh yeah, I'm better than a lot of these other kids. I'm not like these other kids, right? Who got to work hard and shit for what they get. Me, I don't have to work hard. I didn't really do that much studying back in school, which he explains in the video is what these gifted kids would do because we don't have to do that much. We don't have to study, or we just retain shit and just kind of do it. And that works, and that works for like our early stages, but that fucks us over later on, like in college, and it did with me. And I think that's kind of just where I peaked, and I just like, all right, fuck it, I don't really care. Um, Once you get to college levels and they really start hitting you with these like subjects or things that you don't really understand, now you have to study, but you missed out on years when you were supposed to do this. You missed out on those in those beginning years, learning how to, which sounds dumb, learning how to study, and now you have to do it as practically an adult now, and you kind of set in your ways, and your step is a little slower. Now you have to work as hard as what you think those kids back in the day did, and it's a little too late now. You're an adult, so that's why you see a lot of kids, or a lot of adults. You be like, damn, you went to school with them. You're like, oh damn, this dude, he was making straight A's back in school. He was like the smartest kid in the whatever, right? And now he just works at like McDonald's, and you wonder like what the fuck happened. Is because low key the dude peaked, and I think that's what happened. And again, you can go watch his video. He does a way better job of explaining it, and I think that's what happened with me. And I was just like, I think I've explained it on this show before. I'm experiencing burnout. Um, I unfortunately I do compare myself to a lot of other talk shows and podcasts or whatever who I feel like aren't aren't as funny as me or creative as me. But yeah, same thing for comedy too, I guess, for stand up. I feel like I'm naturally funny. I'm naturally a good storyteller. And I end up just comparing myself to these other people who I feel like get more recognition for what looks like bullshit. And this kind of stems back to the whole gifted thing where honestly, I might not be putting in as much work as I think I do. As I like writing the book. Like I honestly I could tell you, I'm be honest with you. I could be doing way better with the writing, with the doing a the process for writing it. I could have been done by now. Even if it's not like well read. You know what I mean? It's not written well. It could have been done way a long time if I had a better work ethic. But I didn't build up a good work ethic growing up, like studying and stuff like that. So it kind of like just stems on my work now. It's like this is how I handle stuff. I don't have to attack it. It's the same thing with stand up. A lot. Some of y'all know. Some of my comedian friends know that who's been at some of my shows. I look. I don't talk to people before my set. I don't. I'll get there, and all the way up until like maybe 10 minutes before I have to get on stage, I'm running my lines. I can't talk to nobody. Even to this day, almost 10 years doing stand up comedy, I have to pace. I gotta run through my stuff, and it's not nerves. It's just memory and in my mind telling me, "Oh, you got this." All the way up until I get up there, and it's like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to bring everything." So you just kind of like, I just have a hard time, and this video does it. Like I said, does a really good job of explaining the possibility why I'm struggling now with how I think. So a gifted kid is actually special needs, and it's not the special needs that people think and stigmatized back in the day. You thought, whoa, you in special needs? Are you dumb? You slow? Um, or you retarded? You one of those kids, right? But in reality, just special ed is just you got to teach these kids in a different way, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have you have some a disorder with your brain or something like that. It's not, it has nothing to do with that. It's just I think that's what it is. And so when you tell a kid that they're gifted, I think you're kind of fucking them up. Or if you're gonna tell them they're gifted, now you have to go through the steps of teaching them life or whatever school, how they learn things in a different way, so that they can, I don't, just take it into the future, so they don't burn out, so they don't peak early, so they don't discourage themselves comparing to other people who they feel like didn't work as hard compared to them. I don't know. I don't really explain it. Just go watch the video in the description. Oh my god, it hit home. That's all I'm saying, man. I remember to this day, my mom, everybody, fucking sisters, teachers. Oh, you top 25 in the school and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm barely doing anything. Like, you super smart. You all this, you all that. Damn, if it wasn't for all that, man, I probably wouldn't even like consider computer science as like a degree. It's like, I'm not. That's when I realized, yeah, in college, I'm not that smart. I'm not. I love computers, but I'm not into like programming. It's cool. It's really cool to learn, but I don't want to do that as a job. Damn, man, it's crazy that you learn you see it happening in front of you, the progression of how like people are teaching people how to be people. You know what I mean? So it's so weird, bro. It's like remember cigarettes used to be healthy. They're like, oh, this is good for you, and we like, no, that's not good. Remember I was saying like a couple episodes ago, I was like, eventually in like 100 years, we're gonna find out water wasn't as good to us as not like straight up, not like straight up. And I'm not talking about like Flint water or something like that. I'm talking about just obvious, just like straight clean H2O. Just that just isn't good for us, honestly. Yeah, it makes us not thirsty and it cleans our system or whatever. But we gonna find out in 100 years. Oh, that's the reason why we was thirsty this whole time. It's just fascinating. So now you can't even tell your kids that they're gifted because it's gonna mess them up mentally most likely. Hmm. Interesting. Go watch that video for real. It's 7 months old as of this recording. I recommend it, y'all. I'm almost 30 minutes in. I said I was gonna stop. I just keep talking, y'all. I'm gonna stop. So thanks for listening. If you like the show, please share it with a friend. Subscribe. I am really close to 200 episodes. I would like to grow the show more and more every day. Um, yeah. I'll see y'all later. Peace.